wait till everyone sits down. Okay, sorry, I was gonna wait till everyone kind of takes their seat or finds a seat. Okay, good evening everyone. My name is Kaylee.
And I'm Michelle.
And we are honored to serve as the Spring 2026 cohort class representatives and masters of the ceremony for tonight's pinning. On behalf of our graduating class, we want to thank you all for being here tonight and supporting these future nurses throughout this unforgettable journey. Your encouragement, patience, and love have helped carry us all through every challenge and milestone along the way. Before we begin, we kindly ask that you please silence your phones out of respect for our classmates and speakers during tonight's ceremony.
All right, it is now our pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Dr. Jennifer Peltier. Dr. Peltier was our maternal and newborn nursing professor, teaching us not only the clinical skills of labor and delivery, but also how to provide compassionate, safe, and supportive care for women during one of the most vulnerable and meaningful moments of their lives. In addition to being an incredible educator, she now serves as our Pre-Licensure program director. Tonight she will deliver the welcoming address to officially begin our ceremony. Please welcome Dr. Jennifer Peltier.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the School of Nursing, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you to today's pinning ceremony. To our distinguished faculty and staff, proud families and friends, and of course, most importantly, our graduating nursing students. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate this meaningful milestone. Tonight is much more than a ceremony. It is a recognition of dedication, sacrifice, perseverance, and of course, compassion. Each graduate seated here before you has completed a journey fulfilled with long hours of studying, clinical experiences, challenging exams, and moments that test both their skills and their resilience. Through it all, they have remained committed to one purpose: caring for others. To our graduates, today represents the transition from school to professional nurse. The nursing pin you will receive is not just a symbol of academic achievement, it is a symbol of service, integrity, advocacy, and humanity. It reflects the trust that society is going to place in you as a nurse every single day. None of this journey happens alone. To the families, friends, mentors, and loved ones here tonight, thank you for your unwavering support and encouragement. You have celebrated success, provided comfort in difficult moments, and helped these graduates reach this day. This accomplishment also belongs to you as well. To our faculty and staff, thank you for your commitment to educating and mentoring our next generation of nurses. Your guidance has shaped not only these knowledgeable clinicians, but also compassionate caregivers and future leaders in healthcare. Graduates, as you move forward in this profession, please remember that nursing is more than a career. It is a calling. You will touch lives during moments of vulnerability, healing, joy, and loss. Your knowledge will matter, but your compassion, empathy, and presence will matter just as much. Tonight, we celebrate your hard work and the bright futures ahead of you. We are proud of all of you and all that you have accomplished, and are excited to see the impact that you are going to make in our communities and the lives of your patients. Congratulations to this graduating cohort, and welcome to the noble profession of nursing.
Our next speakers are our classmates and friends, Maximo and Abby, whom our cohort has proudly selected as this evening's student speakers. Maximo will present the speech in English, followed by Abby, who will present a Spanish version.
Hello, and welcome everyone. My name is Maximo, and I am proud to be able to represent the Stan State Spring 2026 Pre-Licensure class. I want to thank everyone for coming here tonight on this very special occasion, and I want to especially thank my classmates for nominating and choosing me to be able to represent us. So tonight, I'm going to talk a little bit about who we are as a cohort and what that means for the nursing profession and our community. So I first want to start off by asking a relatively simple question of what does it mean to be a good nurse? What are the characteristics? What are the qualities? Perhaps it's compassion, confidence, a concerningly high tolerance to caffeine, which I've noticed over the years. But as we transition from graduating students to full-fledged RNs, we can find ourselves questioning this ability to be a good nurse. How do we prove to ourselves, how do we prove to others that we are capable and worthy to hold such a role and such a responsibility? Over the years, I think I've learned that academic and clinical strengths are not the only thing that determines a nurse. Rather, as equally as important or more important is the character. So the first thing I want you to know about our class is we can be a little bit rambunctious. We like to have fun, we enjoy each other's company. Perhaps we're a little bit too loud in the classroom and the hallways. But this unruliness ultimately translates into passion. My classmates are passionate about being the best version of themselves that they can be. They have the passion for the nursing profession, so they're not afraid to question, to criticize when necessary. And they always speak and act upon what is right, no matter what. And most importantly, they're passionate about caring for others, always prioritizing safety and well-being of all. Now, this passion develops into more. Respect. We're passionate about profession, so we respect our professors, their lessons, their valuable experience, and their very interesting stories that we've heard all over the years. We respect each other's strengths and weaknesses as colleagues in the classroom and in the clinical setting. And we also respect our diverse backgrounds, experiences, and cultures that we all come from. Now, with these two also comes empathy. Some of the most meaningful moments in my life have come from being with my friends and my classmates in the clinical setting, caring for those who are in their darkest times, needing it most. Not only that, but I found safety and belonging within the community itself, as we all share what comes along with rough tests, frustrating assignments, difficult clinical experiences, and fears of the future, fears of the unknown, fears of this exact day, and even the loss of loved ones. So, let's go back. What makes a good nurse? I hope this insight reveals both to my friends and the audience that all the qualities are already there. Sorry. I forgot my... Respect, passion, empathy. These are the things that we'll bring into our community, into the profession, and that will make an impact. So, I want to thank you all for already setting the standard so high of what it means to be a nurse. And I want to thank everyone here, including our faculty, our parents, partners, family, and friends, as you are the people who cultivated us into who we are today. Without you, we would not be here, and we would not be the same person. So as we continue on with the night, I want us to remind ourselves that the pinning celebrates the end of this journey, but it marks the beginning to our dedication to staying true to ourselves, remembering those qualities, those characteristics, never faltering, and never forgetting where we began. Thank you.
Hola, buenas tardes. Yo soy Abigail. Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Abigail, and I'm going to be giving a speech in Spanish. Gracias a todos por estar aquí hoy para celebrar a los nuevos graduados. Es muy bonito ver tanta gente que nos ha apoyado en este tipo de batalla estos últimos 3 años aquí reunidos en un solo lugar. A nuestros familiares y amigos que han estado con nosotros desde el principio, les doy gracias. Este camino comenzó con la lucha por entrar a la enfermería y a un vez dentro era el reto de mantenernos a flote. A través de cada momento bueno y difícil, superamos obstáculos que nos pusieron a prueba emocionalmente, espiritualmente y físicamente. Pero ahí, a nuestro lado, estuvieron todos ustedes. Tal vez no comprendieron completamente nuestras luchas, pero aún así permanecieron con nosotros. Ustedes fueron nuestro sistema de apoyo que nos mantuvo unidos y nos impulsó a seguir adelante. En esta profesión vemos y hacemos cosas que la mayoría de las personas normalmente no experimentan. Cuidamos a las personas durante algunos de los momentos más difíciles de sus vidas y lo hacemos con compasión y empatía. La compasión y la empatía nace de ponernos en el lugar de nuestros pacientes y de sus familias. Hablo específicamente de las personas que no hablan inglés y no nomás español, pero todos lenguajes. Y muchos de mis compañeros que son bilingües, estoy segura que han vivido una experiencia donde tienen que llevar a un familiar en un entorno clínico donde inglés es el único idioma disponible. Hemos tenido que ver cómo los trabajadores de la salud hablan en inglés o intentan interpretar. Y cuando la comunicación no funciona, nosotros como familiares dábamos un paso al frente para interpretar. Afortunadamente, a través de esas experiencias, reflexionamos y elegimos ser parte del cambio del sistema. Elegimos convertirnos en trabajadores de la salud en quienes los pacientes y sus familias pueden confiar. Y al llegar a este momento, recordamos que no llegamos aquí solos. También quiero decir que esta elección de carrera no se trata solamente de nosotros. También se trata de ustedes, nuestros seres queridos. Nunca nos dimos por vencidos por nuestros logros, también son de ustedes. Y al último, nomás quiero decir que estoy muy orgullosa de mis compañeros de clase. Eran unos difíciles 3 años. Hemos estado en clase todos esos 3 años y muchas dificultades de clase, exámenes, comunicación con pacientes, otros trabajadores en los hospitales, en clínicas. Y mirándonos ya en este momento, cuando vamos a estar terminando un capítulo de nuestras vidas, es muy bonito ver todo que batallamos, pero al fin terminamos y vamos a continuar. Y también quiero decirle gracias a nuestros maestros y profesores. Hicieron mucho trabajo por nosotros. El trabajo no nomás fue parte de los estudiantes, pero también de ellos, enseñándonos y guiándonos en momentos más difíciles de nosotros. And finally, I just want to say congrats to you guys. I'm so proud of us. It was a hard 3 years, but we finally pulled through. And I'm just so happy and can't wait to see what our next chapter holds for us. Thank you. Gracias.
Next, we are honored to welcome Josh Merriam, who's over there with the camera, who was chosen by our class to speak on behalf of our cohort this evening. Josh was our Fundamentals and Medical Surgical 1 professor, and throughout the years he has continued to support our class by taking our white coat photos and helping us guiding us through our preceptorship placements in 6th semester. This moment feels especially meaningful because Josh was one of the very first faces we encountered when entering the nursing program, and since then he's had the privilege of watching us grow from nervous first semester students into future nurses ready to begin the next chapter of our careers. So let's welcome Josh.
They already introduced me, so that's what I teach. You're wondering what a bald, bearded man is doing up here. I don't really fit in with everybody that's here. But I love nursing, and that's why I came to teach nursing and pass on my knowledge and compassion to all of these guys here. This class is amazing. Every class always asks, like, you're gonna miss your favorite class, aren't you? And I always say yes, because every class is my favorite class. There are some of you that I like more than others, but I don't. There's no favorite child. Each of you have your strengths, and you're all awesome. One of you even dressed up like me for Halloween, so even bald cap and everything. So it was awesome. I get very nervous as a teacher for some reason speaking up here, and emotions come out. So if I do break down, just bear with me. It does take me a while to come back. Good evening, everyone. Tonight is a very special occasion. A nursing pinning ceremony is more than a celebration. It's a completion of the program. It is a recognition of the hard work, sacrifice, perseverance, and dedication that brought each of you to this moment. To our graduates, you have earned this. You have endured long hours of studying, challenging clinical experiences, sleepless nights, stressful exams, stressful checkoffs, and moments when you question whether you could keep going. We've all been there. Yet you are here. You continue to show up, support each other, and push forward. That resilience is one of the qualities that will make you excellent nurses. As the fundamentals instructor for you guys, one thing that you really hated when you came to me for questions that I often said to you was, I don't know, what do you think? Or when they had two options, I'd say, sure. And they really hated that. It's not because I didn't want to help, but because nursing is not about memorizing answers. I always say that you study for a career, not an exam. It is about learning how to think critically, assess situations, and make safe clinical judgments. Over time, I watched many of you grow from the students searching for answers into future nurses who can think through problems with confidence and purpose. Throughout this journey, you have learned far more than how to pass medications, perform assessments, and interpret lab values. You have learned how to care for people during some of the most vulnerable moments of their lives. You have learned the importance of compassion, communication, advocacy, and human connection. Very soon, patients and families will place their trust in you. They will remember your calm voice during moments of fear, your kindness during moments of uncertainty, and your presence during moments that matter most. Never underestimate the impact you can have through simple acts of compassion and professionalism. Tonight is also a reminder that none of you arrived here alone. To the families and friends, faculty and supporters, thank you for your encouragement, patience, and sacrifices you made along the way. I know when I was in nursing school, I said goodbye to my friends. Just told them like, hey, I'll see you in 3 years. And it truly is that way, but you guys supported them, you were with them, you encouraged them along the way. Your support helped make this achievement possible. To the graduates, as you move into this profession, remember that learning does not stop here. Nursing will continue to challenge you, teach you, shape you, and continue to ask questions, continue to grow. Continue to care deeply for your patients and for one another. Remember your 5 whys that we discussed in resilience. Remember the reasons that brought you into nursing in the first place. On the difficult days, reconnect with your purpose, your passion for caring for others. Also remember your strengths, because they will help guide you and support you throughout your career. But also recognize your weakness, because acknowledging them is not failure. It is growth. Great nurses are not the ones who think they know everything. Great nurses continue learning, improving, and striving to be better every day. I also want to encourage each one of you to go back to and read your letter that you wrote to yourself in second semester. I got one in an email. It was a delayed email from one of you, and I was like, what is this? Oh, it was the letter to self that you guys wrote. And that letter is, they would write a letter to themselves on graduation day. Hey, it's me on graduation day. You made it. So go back and see what you wrote. I do encourage you to look at those. At this point in your journey, many of you were still trying to figure out, if you truly belonged, if you were capable, and if you could make it through nursing school. Tonight, you are living proof that you could. Take a moment to reflect on how much you have grown, not only as students, but as people and future nurses. As you begin your careers, remember that nursing has so many different paths and opportunities. Some of you immediately find your specialty or unit where you feel at home. Others may take time to discover where you truly belong, and that is okay. Some of you will find the spot that you love and then lose passion for it within 5 years. That was me. Others you may not love your job first, your first unit, or your first role in nursing, but every experience is an opportunity for growth. Every patient, every challenge, and every difficult shift will teach you something valuable and help shape the nurse you are becoming. There will be difficult days ahead, but there will also be incredible moments. Moments when a patient improves because of your care. Moments when your family member thinks you are simply being there. Thanks you for simply being there. Moments when you realize you are exactly where you are meant to be. Tonight, you join one of the most respected and trusted professions in the world. Wear your nursing pin with pride, your nursing degree with pride, but also with humility, integrity, and commitment to excellence. Remember that it is sometimes the worst day of somebody's life when you're taking care of them. Take that into account when you are taking care of them. Congratulations, nurses. We are proud of you, and we cannot wait to see the difference you will make in lives of others. Thank you.
At this time, we would also like to welcome Sherry Brown, who will present the history and significance of the nursing pin. Sherry was our Medical Surgical II professor and clinical instructor for many of the sixth semester students standing here today. From basic life support to mastering EKG interpretation, she challenged us to grow both clinically and professionally. Please join us in welcoming Sherry Brown.
So I wasn't going to share this, but I think I have to because this might be the last time that I speak up here. And when they go out of the program, we have them take what we call a mock NCLEX. And we ask that they all get a 90% predictability. That means that they have a 90% chance the day they leave here to actually go sit in an NCLEX and pass. And that's just huge. Doesn't happen very often, but I don't know if you guys are aware of this. I probably just dripped it on your emails, but you were one of the few classes that everyone in the class got above 90% and didn't have to retake it. So that doesn't mean you stop studying. Ask every nurse here. Nurses make a difference in the lives of patients we take care of in our health and our communities. But becoming a nurse takes a lot of hard work, as they can tell you. Nursing students need to acquire cutting-edge knowledge and advanced practice skills to be effective on the front lines of nursing. For many, the accumulation of this effort is this pinning ceremony. Many colleges and universities embrace the special nursing tradition which takes place in addition to graduation. So what about the pin? Many of you actually are, I think, holding their pins. The nursing pin has this long history dating back to over 1,000 years in the 12th century Crusades. During the violent time period, those were devoted to caring for the injured and the ill were given that large Maltese cross that they wore in the battlefields. These crosses were equal-sized arms, were large enough for everybody to see that encountered them. However, it's a legacy of the famed Florence Nightingale hundreds of years later that influenced modern-day nursing school pinning ceremonies. Hospitals recognize Nightingale's impact on the field of healthcare, particularly nursing, and began creating pinning programs beginning in the mid-1880s. Initially, only those nurses that were exceptional got pins, but later it was decided that everybody that became a nurse should have this distinction. And basically everybody that took care of the well-being of our society deserved one. By 1916, pinning ceremonies were common in the US and England. Since then, colleges and universities created their own pins as well as produced their own variations of the ceremony. You'll notice that our pin is the lamp that Florence Nightingale, it's just a lamp that we have on there. Usually this is a separate ceremony from receiving a diploma. The pinning ceremony tends to be more intimate and involves nursing graduates and their families, as well as some faculty and representatives from the School of Nursing. Some ceremonies dictate that family members pin the graduates, as we do. Others have nursing faculty. Nevertheless, the pinning ceremony symbolizes the graduates' achievements of completing the educational requirements and makes their transition into their profession done. Congratulations, guys.
So next, we would like to welcome Sherry Coburn and Joanne Wilson. Sherry Coburn taught our Leadership and Management course, which allowed us to become confident leaders in the clinical setting and encouraged us to trust our judgment when making patient care decisions. Joanne Wilson joined us during our second semester pharmacology course and somehow managed to teach us what felt like every medication under the sun. Tonight, they will have the honor of announcing each student as they are pinned by their loved ones. We're going to start, numbers 1 through 10 will line up on your left side.
Lights are blinding.
I know they are.
You did a great job. I just say something.
So before we get into our pinning portion, I just want to make a comment that CSU Stanislaus underwent accreditation with both the California Board of Registered Nursing and the National Commission on Collegiate Nursing Education. CSU Stanislaus was given the highest award for accreditation, which is another 10 years. And what's very impressive is that they remarked about how stellar our students were in engaging, learning, communicating. And so I just want to say, great job, guys. You made CSU Stanislaus shine bright, but you're the North Star and even shine brighter. So thank you so much.
So first we'll have Maria Aguilar. She'll be pinned by her parents. Myra. Riel Ariano, pinned by his parents.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Ashlyn Azevedo, pinned by her parents.
You can cry. hold on, you gotta go to the front. Whoa,
Okay. Princess Barley, pinned by her parents. Brianna Bernhardt, pinned by her parents. Adrian Cabarro, pinned by his parents. Anthony Cano, pinned by his parents.
Gravir Shahal, pinned by his parents. If you're 11 through 20, you can start moving over to the side, please. And next, we'll recognize Kylie David, pinned by her parents. Audrey Natalie Donosco, pinned by her parents. Natalie Felix, pinned by her mama. Kaylee Gibbs, pinned by her parents. There, you got it. Shelby Gill, pinned by her parents. Jaylene Hernandez, pinned by her parents. Rosalinda Hernandez Rios, pinned by her parents.
Zayla Cahan, Pinned with Love by Selena Wright. Maximo Madrigal, pinned by his mom. Trevor Mandel, pinned by his parents. Oh, I can't say that one. I say that one. Michelle Morozinski, pinned by her parents. Eileen Thon, pinned by her parents. Kale Rommel, pinned by his parents.
Our next student, who also served in the United States, I think it was Air Force, right, Matt? Or Marine? Matthew Rimaticato, pinned by his parents. Natalie Rodriguez, pinned by her parents. Delicia Sanjay, pinned by her parents. Abigail Sosa, pinned by her mom and her sister. Rihanna Soleil, pinned by her parents. Rochelle Tacco, pinned by her parents. And our final student, Allison Threet, pinned by her parents. It is.
Our next speaker is Jessica Fisher, our 4th semester community health instructor and 6th semester clinical instructor. Jessica helped us recognize that nursing extends far beyond the walls of the hospital and introduced us to many paths and opportunities within the profession. Tonight she will lead us in the Florence Nightingale Pledge, honoring the founder of modern nursing. Please welcome Jessica Fisher.
Last time I get to boss you guys around, please stand up. If you are a nurse, we would also like to invite you to say the pledge along with us. You can find the pledge on the back of the program. So please stand up. Let's give the nurses a round of applause. Okay, are we ready? As the Gen Zs say, Flo, she was she's a pretty cool lady. Okay, so I pledged myself here to, come along. Together. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. I pledge myself here to practice my profession with integrity. I will endeavor to maintain and elevate the standard of nursing both as a science and as an art. I wholeheartedly recognize the importance of high standards of care and personal accountability. I devote myself to the healing, protection, and welfare of those committed to my care. I accept the duty to work for the improvement of health in the communities in which I live and work. I will hold in confidence all persons and matters committed to my keeping and will respect the privacy of medical information. I will act with compassion in ethical matters. I will not knowingly administer or consume any harmful substances. I commit to interdisciplinary collaboration and lifelong learning. I fully acknowledge the seriousness of the responsibility that I accept in my calling and the significance of this pledge that I take today. Good job, guys.
So it has truly been a privilege serving as your guys' class representatives, and we're incredibly proud to graduate alongside some of the most hardworking, compassionate, and resilient individuals we've ever met. Throughout this journey, we have watched one another overcome challenges, celebrate achievements, and grow not only as students, but as future nurses, advocates, and leaders.
Together, we have survived early mornings, exhausting clinical shifts, sleepless nights, care plans, exams, checkoffs, and moments of self-doubt. Yes, yet throughout every obstacle, we continue to show up, support one another, and push forward. Tonight is a celebration of that perseverance, dedication, and the bright futures ahead of us.
At this time, on behalf of the Spring 2026 cohort, Michelle and I are honored to present our class photo to Dr. Wendy Matthews, which will hang alongside those of the nursing graduates who came before us. Yeah, should we go to the star?
And last, but certainly not least, I would like to formally introduce the Director of the School of Nursing, Dr. Wendy Matthews, to provide the closing remarks for this evening's ceremony. Throughout our time in the program, Dr. Matthews has been a constant source of leadership, encouragement, and support for both students and faculty. As we celebrate this incredible milestone together, we are grateful to have her close out this special occasion with a few final words for the Spring 2026 cohort. Please join us in welcoming Dr. Wendy Matthews.
Thank you. I am so proud and happy for all of you and all of you. So as we close this pinning ceremony, we honor not only what you have accomplished, but who you have become. Each of you entered this journey with a dream, and tonight you leave as professional nurses, prepared to care, to lead, to advocate, and to make difference in a world that deeply needs your compassion and courage, which has been a major theme of tonight's presentations. There will always be days in your career that challenge you. There will be moments when you question yourself, when the weight of responsibility feels heavy, or when the emotional demands of nursing seem overwhelming. Anyone that's a nurse will agree they felt that time, or many times. In those moments, remember why you began. Remember that your presence matters. Sometimes the greatest healing is not from medications or procedures, but more from a nurse who listens, who comforts, and refuses to give up on another human being. As new nurses, give yourselves grace. You do not have to know everything on day one, as your previous professor stated. Ask those questions. Rely on your team as you relied on each other. Continue learning. Protect your compassion, because it's one of your greatest gifts. The future of nursing is filled with hope because of graduates like you. Your generation brings innovation, resilience, empathy, and a powerful voice for change. Patients will look to you not only for care, but for hope, and you are ready to take this on. I leave you with this quote by Florence Nightingale: "How very little can be done under the spirit of fear." With that being said, move forward with courage instead of fear. Believe in your training, trust your heart, and know that you are capable of extraordinary things. May you lead with compassion, serve with integrity, and always remember the incredible difference that just one nurse can make. Congratulations. Are you guys coming back up? Okay, so that concludes our ceremony for tonight. Our graduates, if we could stand and give them one more welcome as they also stand and walk down the stage. All right, and you guys can-
Go ahead and walk.
See you in the ICU.